Feet shoulder width apart, facing forwards as you squat. So try and keep your weight between the ball of your foot, the little ball of your foot, and your heel. So big breath in as you descend, and then let a bit of air out as you come up. But again, each time, big inhale before you go down. Try and keep that thoracic spine extended. And again, try and keep your tummy tight as you descend. Right, so you've got 40 seconds off, and then another 4 sets. So again, take a bit of time, think about your setup position. So again, as you approach the bar, make sure that those feet are about shoulder width or maybe a touch narrower if you can, if you've got the flexibility. And try and make sure you keep that arch. So make sure your feet don't turn out. Sometimes as you squat, the feet will start to turn out and collapse. So it's a good idea to try and make sure that you reset them and make sure they're facing forwards each time you squat. So again, big breath in as you descend. And again, trying to keep that tummy tight all the way through. Keep thinking about using your core, squeezing your bum as you come up as well. So what we don't want is the lower back to do too much work. So again, as you get to that bottom position, squeeze your bum, engage your pelvic floor. So again, as you set up, be mindful of the feet position. So you lift up, feet about shoulder width. And then again, make sure your feet are facing forwards. Big breath in as you descend. Tight tummy. Keep your pelvic floor engaged. Squeeze your bum as you come up. And you're trying to get your thighs as close to parallel as you can. So if you find that you're finding it harder to get closer to parallel, then that is a sign of fatigue. So that could indicate that you either need a longer recovery or that your legs have had enough in this session. So again, think about that range, try and get to the same point each time. And these are 40-second rounds, so you could either get in 40 seconds, normally somewhere between 8 and 12 reps. But it's a good idea to pick a number and work towards it. So maybe start by looking at trying to complete sets of 8 and then trying to build up through 9 all the way to 12. But usually what happens is if we take longer, we tend to take longer in between squats, and that's where the time's lost. Right, so again, tight core, feet face forwards. Think about trying to keep your big toe up as well, so it will help create that arch. So as you squat. So if your big toe is just slightly elevated, then you've got more chance of keeping that arch and stopping the feet from collapsing, which will help to keep knees track in line. So again, with this exercise, it doesn't matter if the knees come over the toes, but try and think about pushing your bum down, knees coming over your toes, keep your head high. So as much as possible, you're trying to drop in a straight line. So if you see the bar, it moves very little as it descends. It should be fairly vertical. Right, so we have one last set. So pick a number that you're aiming for and try and complete that. But again, think about the range of movement that you squat to. So you've got to try and maintain a good range of movement. So if you can't get the full range, then it's possible that that could be your last rep. But again, feet face forwards, shoulder width apart, slightly narrower if you can, if you've got the flexibility. And again, big breath in before you descend. Keep a nice tight core and engage that pelvic floor and squeeze your bum as you come up. And again, keeping that head high. And again, think about that bar going straight down in a vertical line so it falls in its line of gravity.